I'm very, very pleased to be able to talk to Alina and Pablo from the Chiaroscuro String Quartet. And if you could perhaps tell us something about why are you doing the quartets now? You've recorded earlier Mozart, but why this great threesome?
Well, we are actually going to record these three as well next week, and we absolutely love how different they are from the earlier set, and how much the cello gets to do in this set. It's
yes, there's a reason for that, isn't there? Would you like to tell the audience why the cello gets such a good part?
Well, the quartets were written for Frederick II.
I believe so.
Yes, and he was known to be good at the cello, so this is why, as a kind of compliment to him, they all have a very difficult cello part. But generally, they're quite a lot more complex, I find, than the earlier quartets. Especially the last one, the F major. It's you can even feel a little bit relentless at times, no?
Yes, I mean, they are obviously very much for mature quartets. And do you feel that you needed to be, if you like, this mature as a quartet to really tackle them?
Well, actually, having returned to them, come back to this language, it's been very refreshing, because all the operatic and lyricism and this sort of glowing beauty that he has, it's really there, but in a sort of thicker layer, in a way, in a more complex dialogues, and
they are utterly
the extension
beautiful.
of it.
Yes.
But yeah, and for us, it's really nice to return to them.
And for Mozart, did he actually get paid? Because he's everlastingly short of money at this stage, isn't he? He's always looking for money. And was it a proper commission for the Prussian quartet?
I haven't seen the bill.
I never saw the invoice, yeah.
Right, okay. Mozart again.
Probably, yes. But then, these days also musicians aren't getting...
No, exactly. So
we are honoring.
Yes, okay, fine. So how has your life been over the past 9 months?
Talking of which, yeah. Definitely different and definitely... Challenging, yes. But also it had its, I think we've learned things. Mm-hmm. I have learned things. The initial kind of time off, then this emptiness, and for me, really actually finding out how much I love it, because, when you're on this kind of hamster wheel roll, and you don't really have time to think about traveling, playing, it's easy to forget what a huge part of or everything it is in my life,
And members of our audience are saying the same thing to us all the time, that when they get the opportunity to go to a concert, a live concert, particularly, of course, it's so emotional at the moment, because it matters so much to everybody. And we had such a weird time.
The dose of existentialism is quite huge.
Yes.
But yeah. It's still very nice to play.
So you're playing here, obviously, but have you been playing elsewhere in this country, or what happens to you actually in terms of your travelling at the moment?
We have managed to do a few concerts. Actually, we did a concert in Berlin with some public at the Bundessaal, which felt
it was half full, actually.
Half full.
Which these days is
really
pretty
That's
amazing.
actually pretty good. I mean,
it was very special.
Yes.
And yeah, before that we just managed to gather, actually, escaping quarantines, and ended up in Italy, which was kind of the only
place without quarantine
late
at
August.
the time. Yeah.
Yes.
And that was really, again, a pleasure, and to really face and witness how much we adore it and we need it.
Good. So you'll still be with us for a long, long time, and back at the NCM.
Until next pandemic, at least.
Yes. Yes, thank you. We're not bothering with any of that sort of type thing. So we just obviously would love you to come back. We so enjoyed the Haydn 3 years ago when you were doing the Op 76.
It was 3 years already. Was it
3 years, yes, 3 years, absolutely. Crazy. And that fact that you did it over the weekend and everyone was able to really indulge, frankly, in that repertoire was just such a glorious moment. So come back when you can.
We will.
Have to.
And for the audience out there, perhaps grab a coffee, because they're just about to start your concert.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes. They can.
Yes.
They can have a coffee, a mince pie, anything they like.
Please.
And
Absolutely.
enjoy these fabulous quartets. And thank you.
Thank you.